So I bet you're wondering what I meant in the title by being horseless. Well, I'm going to explain that in today's video. Hello my equestrian friends, it's me Lisa, the Budget Equestrian, and welcome back to a new video. This is not a video that I wanted to make, but it was a video that I felt that I needed to make. Some of you who have been following me for a long time have made comments and mentioned, I thought you had 2 horses, and what happened to your other horse? And I only see 1 horse in your videos. And that is because my horse Frisby, who is in many of my videos, he actually, well, I made the decision to put him down in December. He had Cushing's disease and it was progressing, and I just couldn't let him go on like that. So I made a very difficult decision to end it before he was suffering too much. I just didn't want to see my boy go out like that. So December 16th, 2022, I made the decision to put my horse down. And since then, I started doing Budget Equestrian videos again. And then my horse, Plezant, who has been the horse in all of my most recent videos, unfortunately, Plezant passed away last week. Actually, probably the same day my last video came out, which is really hard. It was really, really hard to think about doing anything related to videos, to even come out to the barn. It was very challenging. And I didn't have to put Plezant down. I literally came out to give him his dinner and he was gone. So that was weird. That was just strange. I've never had that happen before. Wouldn't really want anyone to ever have to go through that, but now I find myself horseless. Not a fun feeling. And in case you were wondering, Plezant was older. He was definitely a senior horse. He had just turned 26 years old. He had a very successful life as a dressage horse, and then he was a hunter jumper, and he actually came to me for his retirement. Unfortunately, I have had a lot of experience with taking care of senior horses, which I love, but I don't ever want to go through that again. It's just really hard. But losing a horse, regardless if they're young or a senior, even though with senior horses, you know it's inevitable. You know the day is going to come when you either have to make a decision to end their suffering or something's going to happen and they're just gone. So hopefully that explains what I mean by the video title of being horseless. And you know, it's really hard to be horseless. I've had horses in my life forever, and I have consistently had a horse of my own that I've had to take care of for at least the last 20 years. So that's a long time. That's a long time to have a horse that is counting on you for his breakfast, his dinner, all of his care, his grooming. So it's very different to get up in the morning and not have to go out and feed the horse or the horses. It's very different to come home in the evening and I don't have a job to do. Sure, I can make videos, but that's kind of out of what my normal is. Every morning I get up and get Plezant's breakfast ready, or Plezant and Frisby's breakfast ready, then go out and feed them, then come in and get ready for work. When I would come home, same thing. Come inside, say hi to my husband, and then get dinners ready, go outside, clean stalls, and play with my horses. But now I don't have that. But right now I don't have that. So it's definitely different. I'm not used to this at all. And that was why I really wanted to make this video, to give you an explanation of you're not going to be seeing Plezant in any more of my videos. And that's why Frisby is no longer in any of my videos as well. So that being said, and sadness put away for a little bit, or at least it's just not as hard as it was the first week after this happened, it's time to start looking for another horse or horses. So that is what I am doing right now. I'm actually in the process of figuring out my next step and which way I want to go. I have an idea of what I want to do, so now I've just got to figure out how to make that happen. And I will be sharing the whole process with you as I go through this, looking for a new horse. Because there's a lot of questions that come up when you're considering getting a horse, whether it's a replacement horse, like in my case, or if it's your very first horse ever. There's a lot of things to consider. What kind of horse do you want? What age do you want? And what are you going to need for that horse? And obviously you have to think about the initial investment. And I know everyone always says, well, if you can't afford the initial investment of the horse, then you shouldn't be getting a horse. which I agree with to an extent, but at the same time, you got to get ready to prepare for that horse. And some of us just don't have $10,000 or $20,000 to spend on a horse, but there are options available if you are looking to get a horse. And I really am excited to share more of that with you in some upcoming videos. But this was just a short video to fill you in on what's going on in my life and why I'm horseless for now. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking time out of your day to watch this video. If you're new to horses or you're thinking about getting a horse, you'll probably want to subscribe because I'm going to have a lot of things that I'm going through personally of getting a new horse that could potentially be helpful for you. Even if you have a friend that's thinking about getting a horse, point in my direction. Maybe I'll have some tips for them too. I'll see you guys in the next video.